पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवाभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. So, welcome to all the devotees to our weekly Bhakti Vaibhav class. So, in the last class, we discussed that how, by the request of Brahma, Pruthu Maharaja stopped at 99th sacrifice only. He did not move ahead because Lord Brahma told, if you, because you want to perform 100th one, as a result of that, Indra is creating so many apasampadayas which are going to cause greater trouble in the future. So better you stop. So actually, purpose of performing yajna is to get the prosperity for the citizens. Your citizens are over prosperous. There is no need for more prosperity. And by the way, you have not come to establish yajna. You have come to establish bhakti. So how long you want to do yajna only? So now you have to establish a perfect example of a devotee. So with that intention, Brahma requested Pruthu to stop. Pruthu immediately stopped without any. And he kind of, within his heart, he don't keep any malice mentality, envious mentality towards Indra. Then Lord Vishnu suddenly comes there taking Indra along with him. He requests Pruthu that, please, dekho, Indra has come to beg forgiveness. Please ignore his mistakes and forgive him. And also he says that, so Lord also speaks about some important philosophy. Who is he? What is the purpose of ruling? How to rule? How the king supposed to take care of the citizens? What is to be attained? What is the ultimate goal of life? Etc. etc. He teaches. After teaching all these things, finally he was saying that, so please tell me what benediction you want. My audience should not go in vain. Varam cha matkanchana madave manavendra vrinishvateham gunashila yantrita naham makairvai sulabas tapobir yogena vayat samachittavari. So, just by performing maka means yajna, tapa, tapasya, yoga, and jnana. So, I'm not pleased by these things. I'm not so much pleased by yajna, dana, tapa, asharati, etc. But I'm very much pleased with you because you are ready to do whatever elders say. Whatever Brahma said, you are ready to follow. And I'm very much pleased with that such kind of surrender. So please tell me what blessing you want. So in that way. So now it is the Pruthu's turn to ask for a blessing. So today we'll continue from text number 17 onwards. What happened afterwards? Maitreya Uvacha
Maitreya Uvacha
Saitam Loka Guruna
Sa itam loka gurunam
Vishwaksena Vishwajit
Vishwasena Vishwajit
Anushasita Adesham
Nushasita Adesham
Shirasa Jagruhe Hare.
Shirasaja Guruhe Hare. Translation. The great Saint Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, in this way Maharaja Pruthu, the conqueror of the entire world, accepted the instructions of Supreme Personality of Godhead on his head. Hare Krishna.
So here Maitreya is taking forward the conversation. Maitreya says, when so instructed by the Guru of the entire universe, the Supreme Lord, Hare Vishwaksena, Pruthu accepted the instructions on his head. That means whatever instructions Lord gave to rule, how to treat the citizens, and how to take care of the citizens, how to practice bhakti, etc. He has taken to that means he accepted them as his life and soul. So that is the response of Pruthu Maharaj. Then what? Krushantam padayo premna.
स्पर्शन्तं पाद्य प्रेमणा
Vriditam svena karmana.
Vriditam svena karmana.
Shatakratum parishvajya.
Tatakratum parisvajya.
Vitvesham visasarjaha.
Viddesam visasarjaha. Translation. As King Indra was standing by, he became ashamed of his own activities and fell down before King Pruthu to touch his lotus feet. But Pruthu Maharaj immediately embraced him in great ecstasy and gave all envy against him for his having stolen the horse meant for the sacrifice.
Now, affectionately embracing Indra, who was ashamed of the actions of stealing the horse and touched his feet, he gave up hatred of Indra. So, Indra came forward to touch the feet of Pruthu because he made a mistake, he want to pardon. So, but before Indra could touch the feet of Pruthu, Pruthu first stopped him in the middle, embraced him, and then slowly taking the time, Pruthu himself touched the feet of Indra. Because Indra is elder to Pruthu. Because Indra was the son of Akuti and Sejuruchi. Swayambhuva Manu's grandson. And our Pruthu is like many generations later. So according to age, Indra was very old. So Pruthu himself touched the feet of Indra. So then embracing him, touching his feet, matlab, he does not have any ill feelings towards Indra. That is completely removed. So now, when this is the kind of behavior displayed by Pruthu, looking at this behavior, what did Lord do? That is explained in the next verse. Bhagavanata Vishwasma
Bhagavanath Viswatma
Pruthu no pahrita utarhana
Pruthu no Parhutahana
samujjihanaya bhaktya
Samujihanaya Bhaktya
grihita charanambuja.
Grihita Charanambhuja. Translation. King Pruthu abundantly worshipped the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was so merciful to him. While worshipping the lotus feet of Lord, Pruthu Maharaj gradually increased his ecstasy in devotional service.
King Pruthu offered all items to the Supreme Lord, the soul of the universe, and grasped his lotus feet with ever increasing bhakti. So then Pruthu began to worship Lord Vishnu, offering all the different articles, keeping Lord's lotus feet in the deepest in his heart. So like that. Because Lord came, so he has to worship. The Lord came along with Indra and he began to speak only. Now Pruthu got opportunity to worship the Lord properly with all the paraphernalia. Prasthanabhimukhopyenam
Prasthanabhimukhopiyenam
anugraha vilambita
anugraha vilambita
pashyan padmapala saksho
pasyan padmapalasakho sakso
na prataste suhrusatam.
na pratasthe surutsatam. Translation. The Lord was just about to leave, but because he was so greatly inclined towards the behavior of King Pruthu, he did not depart. Seeing the behavior of Maharaj Pruthu with his lotus eyes, he was detained because he is always the well-wisher of his devotees. Hare Krishna.
The Lord with lotus eyes, friend of the devotees, seeing Maharaja Pruthu, was delayed by his feelings of mercy as he was about to leave and did not depart. So after receiving the worship of Pruthu, so Lord thought that let me live. Then he thought that let me spend some time with Pruthu. Then he thought let me live. Let me spend some more time with Pruthu. Like that, he could not take decision immediately. So that's why little bit delay is happening. Lord want to live, but he don't want to live also. Because he want to be in the company of Pruthu for some more time. So in that way, the extraordinary mercy of the Lord has been described. Now the extraordinary bhakti of King Pruthu is described. So while the Lord is thinking whether to go or not, he was in kind of dilemma. On the other side, what Pruthu was doing? Sadirajo ratitanjalir harim.
Adirajo ratitanjalin harim
Vilokitum nashakadashrulochana.
vilokitum nashakadashrulochanaha
Na kinchano vacha sabaspa viklavo.
न किञ्चनोवाच शबाष्पविक्लवो
हृदोपगुह्यामुमदादवस्थितः.
हृदोपगुह्यामुमधावस्थित धावस्थितः. The original king Maharaj Pruthu, his eyes full of tears and his voice faltering and choked up, could neither see the Lord very distinctly nor speak to address the Lord in any way. He simply embraced the Lord within his heart and remained standing in that way with folded hands.
The Adiraja was sitting with folded hands, tears in his eyes, could not see the Lord because his wife was choked. He could not speak. He remained standing, embracing the Lord in his heart. So after worshiping the Lord with all the Padya, Argya, etc., then he was looking at the Lord. While he was looking, lot of tears coming out of his eyes. And he was not able to utter even one word. Just like Dhruva Maharaja also, after having darshan of the Lord, he was not able to utter any word. Then Lord touched his head. Then he began to speak. Something like that with Maharaja also happening. He remained standing, embracing the Lord in his heart. So like that. Atava mrujja shrukala vilokyan.
अथावलज्जा श्रुकला विलोकयाम्
Atrupta druggochara purusham.
अतृप्तदृग्गोचरमाह पूरुषम्
Padasprushantam kshitimam unnate.
पदास्पृशन्तं क्षितिमं स उन्नते
Vinyastya astagramunan uranga vidvishaha.
विन्यस्तहस्ताग्रं पुरुं विद्विषः प्रभु जी मेरे पास बुक नहीं है कोई और पढ़ सकते The Supreme Personality of Godhead stood with his lotus feet almost touching the ground while he rested the front of his hand on the raised shoulder of Garuda, the enemy of snakes. Maharaj Pruthu, wiping the tears from his eyes, tried to look upon the Lord, but it appeared that the Lord was not fully satisfied by looking at him. Thus, the king offered the following prayers.
So it looks like as Pruthu was almost crying. Matlab, lot of tears are coming out of his eyes. So till now the Lord was on top of Garuda. So seeing the devotional sentiments of Pruthu, Lord seems to be came down from Garuda. Garuda se niche जमीन पर आ गया. Wiping away his tears, Pruthu saw the Lord visible to his eyes, which could not be satisfied. The Lord's feet were touching the earth, and his hand was placed on the elevated shoulder of Garuda. So, because Pruthu was kind of crying and Lord came down, since Lord is coming down, Pruthu wiped out his tear and he became like composed. In the meantime, when Lord came down, he landed on the ground, lost balance. It is one of the principles that the Devatas, whenever they come to earth, they will not touch the earth. Their feet will never touch the ground. They will always stand in the ether only. But Lord, because he was mesmerized by the loving sentiments of Pruthu, he forgot that he was landing on the ground. If the Devatas and Lord Vishnu stands in the air, they will be perfect balance. But if they stand on the earth, they are perfectly imbalanced. For us, if we stand on the earth, we are balanced. If we go into the air, we are imbalanced. Something like that. Quite opposite. So Lord was imbalanced and he was about to fall down. Then one arm, he rested on the Garuda. He took the support of Garuda so that he will not fall down. But still, his feet is touching the ground. That is because of the love Pruthu had for Lord Vishnu. So like that. Pruthu saw the Lord who had become visible to his eyes, which could not be fully satisfied. Matlab, just by seeing the Lord for a few seconds, he was not completely happy. He wanted to see the Lord continuously. That was his eagerness. And who touched the ground with his feet. Generally, Lord don't touch the ground. But now, being controlled by the love of Pruthu, Lord forgot that he is touching the ground. Sorry. Swami explains that the Lord's feet do not touch the earth. However, controlled by extreme mercy, the Lord forgot himself and his feet touched the earth. To keep himself from stumbling, he placed his hand on the elevated shoulder of Garuda. Garuda is still in the sky only. So he was, when he touched the ground, he was out of balance. So to keep himself balanced, he was taking the support of Garuda. This is the scene. See, Lord becomes forgetful of what he is doing, being affected by the love of devotees. It's like that. Maharaj Pruthu replies to the Lord's request to ask for a boon. Now, seeing all these things, Lord himself finding difficulty to stand on the ground and Lord's mercy that he came down from the Garuda, etc. etc. Pruthu was so much mesmerized by the loving affection of the Supreme Lord. Now he begins to offer prayers. Starting from text number 23 till 31, about 9 verses. These are wonderful prayers. Some of them are filled with emotion, some of them are filled with philosophy, etc. etc. So very nice prayers. So till now we have seen 3 devotees. One is Daksha, one is Dhruva, and third one is Pruthu. Daksha was a devotee in the mode of ignorance who thinks that whatever I am doing the best, what others doing is worst. He is doing, but he thinks he is the best. And Dhruva Maharaj, out of immaturity, he came to the Lord and worshipped Bhakti with the intention to get something in return. That's why that is called passionate Bhakti. Bhakti in the mode of passion. At least in the beginning when he started. And then, now we are going to see Pruthu Maharaj's Bhakti. Pruthu had no personal interest. Initially, he was performing yajna only for the public interest, not for personal interest. And now he was offering Bhakti prayers. That Bhakti is also for public interest, not for personal interest. So since he does not have any personal interest, only public interest, so this can be given certificate. So it's like that. His Bhakti is like that. So in that way, we can say that his Bhakti is Bhakti in the mode of goodness. So Pruthu Maharaj is an example of a devotee in the mode of goodness. Dhruva is an example of devotee in the mode of passion, especially when he started. And Daksha is a devotee in the mode of Samaguna. So like that we can take the examples. Let us see what kind of prayers he offers. Any questions till now?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. Pruthuruvacha.
Prithuruvacha.
Varan vibhotvad varadeshvarat buddha.
Varan bibotvad baradeswarat buddho.
Katam vrinite guna vikriyatmanam.
Katham vrinite guna vikriyatmanam.
Ye narakanam apisanti dehinam.
Ye narakanam api santi dehinam.
Tane shakaivalyapate vrunechutta.
Tan isa kaivalyapate vrinanacha. My dear Lord, you are the best of the demigods who can offer benediction. Why, therefore, should any learned person ask you for benediction meant for living entities builder by the modes of nature? Such benediction are available automatically even in the lives of living entities suffering in hellish condition. My dear Lord, you can certainly bestow merging into your existence, but I do not wish to have such a benediction.
Maharaja Pruthu is saying first to prayer. Oh Lord, how can an intelligent person Katam Buddha. Ask for benediction from you, the Lord who gives all benedictions. How can an intelligent person will ask for material benedictions from Supreme Lord? Thank you. O Lord of liberation, O Kaivalyapate, I do not ask for those benedictions which exist for people in hellish existence, which with minds which are a transformation of the gunas. He says that even though you are able to give all the benedictions, but I don't want to ask for any material benedictions which are even available for the people in the Naraka. Narakanam, Dehinam, api something. That means they are already in Naraka, those are on the way to Naraka, that those people who they seek for some material benedictions, material enjoyment, material happiness. I don't want such kind of things. Why should I ask those things from you? Because you are not ordinary person, you are Supreme Lord. Asking such petty things on Supreme Lord is like foolish decision. So like that he says. I am intelligent person, I have a better things to ask from you. So I don't want to ask you that such kind of small things like that. How can an intelligent person ask? A foolish person will ask for metal bones. Asking for Swarga and such things are the boons for the boons of the materialists with minds created by transformation of the gunas. Those people who are bodily consciousness, they only ask for conditions. O Lord of Kaivalya, even the person desiring liberation does not ask for those boons. How can I accept them since I cannot tolerate the name of liberation? Only a person who is desiring liberation asks for liberation. But a person like me will not ask those things. So we cannot tolerate even the liberation. Then what to speak of asking for sarga and all? Even liberation is unattractive. What to speak of the material enjoyment? This is the first prayer. When Lord said, ask for a benediction. So Pruthu says, why should I ask some material benedictions which are already available to people who are in Naraka or going to Naraka? Instead, I will ask for something interesting that he will ask in the future verses. Even if I don't want to ask for liberation, then what to speak of asking for heavenly enjoyment? Like that. However, do not fear that I will ask for liberation on hearing me address you as Kaivalyapati. My dear Lord, don't think that I will ask for, though I am calling you a Kaivalyapati, giver of liberation, but I will not ask for Kaivalya. I have addressed you with that word, with the intention of saying, give it to those who take pleasure in merging into Brahman. So like that. You are Kaivalyapati, so give Kaivalya to those people who are happy to take Kaivalya. Not for, but I am not happy to take Kaivalya, so you don't have to give me Kaivalya. Then he says, Nakamayena tadapyaham kvachit.
न कामयेनाथ तदपि अहं क्वचिन्
न यत्र युष्मच्चरणम्बुजासवः
न यत्र युष्मच्चरणाम्बुजसवः
मात्तमान्तहृदयान्मुखच्युतो
महत्तमान्तः हृदयान् मुखोच्युतो
नायुतमेष मे वरः
विधत्स्व कर्णायुतम् एष मे वरः. My dear Lord, I therefore do not wish to have the benediction of merging into your existence, a benediction in which there is no existence of the nectarian beverage of your lotus feet. I want the benediction of at least 1,000,000 years, for thus I may be able to hear about the glories of your lotus feet from the mouths of your pure devotees.
So Pruthu said, my dear Lord, I don't want Swarga. I don't even want Apavarga. Then Lord asks, what do you want? Then he says, I do not desire anything and especially I do not want liberation. I do not want anything in this material world, Swarga, or the Pitruloka, etc. And especially I don't want Apavarga. In which there is no, why you don't want Swarga, why you don't want Apavarga? Because so in Swarga and Apavarga, there is no nectar of your lotus feet coming from the hearts of great devotees and falling from their mouths. That means in Svargaloka, in Pitruloka, in Brahmajyoti, there is no Krishna Katha is going on. Bhagavatam class is not happening there in these places. That's why I don't want. That means I am not worried about what the place it is. I just want Krishna Katha should be happening. Wherever Krishna Katha is happening, I want such a place. Then he says that give me millions of years. Vidasva karnayuta meshame varan. That is my request. So then what exactly you want? I don't want anything. I just want ayutam. Ayutam means 10,000. So give me thousands of years so that in Swargaloka there is no Krishna Katha, in Brahmaloka there is no Krishna Katha, in impersonal one there is Krishna Katha. But here in the Bhuloka there is a lot of Krishna Katha is going on. So it is happening in multiple places. I want to hear all the Krishna Kathas. So therefore give me thousands of years. So 2 years will go here, 2 years there, 2 years there, like that. I will send 2 years to one Krishna Katha. So like that I will be able to hear all the Krishna Katha that are happening simultaneously throughout the Bhumandala. That is my desire. Like that it says. You have asked me to ask for anything, but in general I do not desire anything. Especially I never desire, even in the worst misery. Especially I never desire even the worst misery, the benediction of liberation, Kaivalya. So I will never ever ask Kaivalya like that. Why? Lord asks. In liberation, there is no honey of your lotus topics. No sweetness of talks about your qualities. There is no Krishna Katha about your Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, etc. That's why I don't want Sargaloka, Pitraloka, and even Brahmaloka, and also your impersonal Brahman, where there is no continuous Krishna Katha. They are coming from the hearts of great devotees. Then where do you find the Krishna Katha? The Krishna Katha comes from the heart of the great devotees and dripping from their mouths. Those topics are being sung out of great bliss experienced in their hearts. The pure devotees, when they are fully happy by the execution of their bhakti, then they sing out. When they sing, the glories of Jagannath and other deities will manifest. So like that. This is how the sages preserve. So their hearts are filled with Krishna's lotus feet. As a result of that, their mouth is emitting Krishna's nectar. So like that. Just as Bhagavatam became sweeter coming from the Sukadeva Goswami's mouth, when the great devotee relish your topics. When the great devotees relish your topics, they become ever sweeter, even sweeter. Like a mango fruit is sweet, but when a parrot eats, it becomes more sweeter. Similarly, Bhagavatam was sweet, but when Sukadeva Goswami speaks, the same Bhagavatam becomes double sweeter. So when a pure devotee speaks Krishna Katha, it becomes double sweet. Bhagavatam by nature it is already sweet, but when the pure devotee sing it, it becomes double sweet. So I want to have the experience of thousands of such double sweets. Therefore, give me thousands of years. I want to hear all the Krishna Katha that are happening all over the world. The opposite should also be understood. Just as sweet water becomes distasteful when entering salt earth, so the qualities of the Lord become disgusting coming from the mouths of non-devotees. So like that. The opposite should also be understood. Just as sweet water becomes distasteful when entering the salty earth, so the qualities of the Lord becomes distinguishing. So like that. So when the Krishna Katha coming from good bhakta, it becomes more sweeter. When the same Krishna Katha coming from non-devotee, it becomes poison. Like Prabhupada says that the milk touched by serpent is untouchable. Like that. Then what do you want? Give me millions of years because there are unlimited talks. So like that. I just want millions of years because there are unlimited talks about the Lord's qualities. I cannot give up even one among all topics being sung anywhere by anyone about any subject concerning the Lord. Some people might be discussing Krishna Katha. In pure Krishna Katha, some people might be discussing Vamanadeva pastimes, Balram pastimes, Ramachandra pastimes, Narasimha, Varaha, Kurma. Some people might be discussing Mahavishnu pastimes, Garbhodakshayi, Kshodakshayi. So whatever it may be, I would like to hear. Where it may be happening, I would like to hear. Out of great greed, I desire infinite number of years. This also indicates I desire years and other dear senses, which those desiring liberation exist. The people who want to be liberated from this material world, they might be desiring two classes. So in that way. Do you not want anything else? This is my wish and nothing else. I don't want anything else. So why do you not desire liberation, which is very rarely achieved even by the great knowers of truth? This idea is expressed by ironic condemnation. Vyajasati. So when Lord says, "Oh, आपको सिर्फ ears चाहिए," you want to hear Krishna Katha only in the Boloka. You don't want to attain liberation. Why? Everyone is after liberation. Why are you saying no liberation? Now Pruthu Maharaj says why he does not want liberation. Because by hearing Krishna Katha from thousands of wonderful devotees, the happiness that he experiences is nowhere comparable to the happiness of Brahman. So the Brahman. That's why he says like this. Then now he speaks on
Prabhuji, the
thoughts.
voice is very low.
I say again.
In between, Prabhuji, sometimes you're audible and sometimes it is very low.
Okay, okay. I'll put microphone. Ah,
Now you're able to hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. स उत्तमश्लोकमहान्मुखच्युतो
स उत्तमश्लोक महान्मुखच्युतो
भवत्पदाम्बोजसुधाकनालिला
भवत्पदाम्भोजसुधाकनानिला
स्मृतिं पुनर्विस्मृततत्त्ववर्त्मनाम्
स्मृतिं पुनर्विस्मृततत्त्ववर्तमानम्
कुयोगिनं नो वितरत्यलं वरे
कुयोगिनं नो वितरते अलं वरै. My dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses uttered by great personalities. Such glorification of your lotus feet is just like saffron particles. When the transcendental vibration from the mouths of great devotees carries the aroma of the saffron dust of your lotus feet, the forgetful living entity gradually remembers his eternal relationship with you. Devotees thus gradually come to the right conclusion about the value of life. My dear Lord, I therefore do not need any other benediction but the opportunity to hear from the mouth of your pure devotee.
So he says that the point is all the pure devotees always keep Lord's lotus feet in the core of their heart. The Lord's lotus feet is endowed with lot of the saffron particles. When one speaks, the speech originally originated in the heart and eventually comes to the throat and comes out of the mouth. So along with that sound vibration comes Katha Sudhanila, the dust particles, the saffron dust particles from your lotus feet. They'll come along with the sound vibration. When somebody hears those sound vibrations, along sound vibration, the dust particles will enter into their ear. Through ear, they will go to the heart, and they will enter into the heart of the hearer. So, in the heart of the speaker, anyway, the Lord's lotus feet is there. In the heart of the hearer, Lord's lotus feet is not there, but the dust particles will come and they purify the heart and they will give the intense bliss to the hearer. That's why I want to hear. Like that, Pruthu says. Oh, most praised Lord, the topics falling from the mouth of a great devotee, or even the wind touching the drop of nectar of your lotus feet, brings remembrance even for the bad yogis, kuyoginam, who have forgotten the truth that the topics falling from the mouths of great devotees, or even the wind touching a drop of nectar from your lotus. Basically, when the sound vibration is moving out of the heart and coming out through the mouth, that one is called here the wind, which is touching the drop of your nectar from your lotus feet and coming out along the sound vibrations. When we hear, when it enters into our ears and eventually enters into our heart, that brings remembrance, even for the bad yogis who have forgotten the truth you have just taught. Anyway, away with all these benedictions, including liberation. Whatever Tattva Lord spoke in the previous section, that one remembers immediately. Lord's identity, Jiva's relationship with the Supreme Lord, Bhakti, all these things are revealed instantly. Just like when Lord touched Dhruva, the conclusions of the Vedas revealed in his heart. When Lord touched the hand of Brahma, the conclusions of the Vedas and the Vedas also revealed in the heart of Brahma. Similarly, Pruthu Maharaj is saying that when we hear a pure devotee, the dust from the lotus feet of Supreme Lord will come out of the sound vibration from that pure devotee and will enter into our ears and will eventually enter into our heart. That purifies the heart and brings the memory of the Supreme Lord, the real knowledge of Supreme Lord that will come out. And this person will realize that he is not a person here, he is a pure devotee. Like that. Just the breeze touching a particle of nectar of your lotus feet. What to speak of an actual particle of nectar? And what to speak of the nectar itself? Anything related to the topics of you, topics of your qualities, produces remembrance of your lotus feet. Even if one dust particle enters into our heart, we will remind our relationship with the Supreme Lord. What was that Lord Srila Prabhupada says always in NOD? Atha Sri Krishna Namadi Nabavet Grahya Indriyai Sevon Mukehi Jivado Swayameva Sprutyada. Sevon Mukehi. With Seva Bhav, if one hears Krishna Katha, or if one takes Krishna Prasad, one will touch the dust particles coming from the Krishna's lotus feet or lotus mouth. That immediately brings the memories of one being a great devotee in Vaikuntha. So that is understanding. It produces remembrance for those who have forgotten the truth. I have forgotten just now the truth concerning Paramatma, Atma and body taught by you in verse 9, showing their natures by similar and different. Chapter 9 verse number 9 talks about the 9 differences between the Paramatma and Jivatma and the material body. So somehow I forgot, I need to release that. You please give the drop of nectar, like that is asking. Thus, I am a bad yogi, since I desire to remember differences rather than forget it. This is the ironic condemnation. Vyajasuti. Enough of benedictions of being stuck on the path of forgetting differences between you and the Jiva through Kaivalya. I have no use for other benedictions since I am simply determined to taste your topics. I don't want anything. I don't want to philosophically meddle with that. I just want to remember your lotus feet. That is not possible by my own endeavor. That is only possible by your causeless mercy. I am a bad yogi, most fallen. Since I could not become a good yogi on the path practiced, why would I desire Kaivalya? I can't do all this sadhana for Kaivalya. To attain Kaivalya, one need to do a lot of analysis, lot of Sankhya, one lot of Jnana, etc. etc. It's very difficult. So like that. It is being indicated. And how can I desire to attain power and wealth since I am completely satisfied just by tasting the honey of your lotus feet like a bee, which is just an insect? So you might say that, Ari, you are a king. You should ask for improvement of your king and opulence of the king. He said, no, king, bahut ho gaya. I just want to have the nectar of your lotus feet. I am like a bumblebee. You are like the curd part. So please bless me with that nectar. Thus, indirectly, the superiority of the devotees is established. So now, in the next verse, before that, Lord is saying that, so become detached from the taste of my topics and accept liberation. desired by the best yogis. You said you are Kuyogi, I'll make you Suyogi, then ask for benediction, ask for liberation, I'll give you liberation. Maharaj Pruthu replies in this verse. Maharaj Pruthu now going to say that no, I don't want liberation. Even though you want to give me liberation, but I don't want. Why I don't want liberation is this one. You are able to follow Hare Krishna last 3 verses? How Pruthu is
Yes,
developing
yes,
his
Yes,
desire?
yes, yes,
Prabhuji. Following.
यश शिवं शुश्रव आर्य संगमे
यश शिवं शुश्रव आर्य संगमे
यदृच्छया चोपशृणोति ते सकृत्
यदृच्छया चाप शृणोति ते सकृत्
कथं गुणज्ञो विरमेद्विना पशुम्
कथं गुणज्ञो विरमेद्विना पशुम्
श्रीर्यत्प्रवर्वे गुणसङ्ग्रहेच्छयः
प्रीर्यत् प्रववृरे गुणसङ्ग्रहेच्छया the my dear highly glorified Lord, if one in the association of pure devotees hears even once the glories of your activities, he doesn't, unless he is nothing but an animal, give up the association of devotees. For no intelligent person would be so careless as to leave their association. The perfection of chanting and hearing about your glories was accepted even by the goddess of fortune, who desire to hear of your unlimited activities and transcendental glories.
So here he is telling something interesting. He says, Lord of auspicious fame, Sushrava, O Lord of auspicious fame, what person having heard by chance, Edruchaya cha upashrunoti, by chance, if somebody hears your glories, just once, Sakrit, your auspicious qualities in the association of great devotees, Arya Sangame, what person who knows your quality, that means who had heard it, who had understood it, which even Lakshmi accepts with a desire to completely taste those qualities. Give up that glorification. That means basically, just your qualities are so wonderful that Mother Lakshmi is always eager to relish. If by chance if one get to hear from a Arya Sangama, a pure devotee, in the association of pure devotees, get to hear about the Supreme Lord, how come one does not want to hear once again? Your wonderful qualities are very, very great. So by good fortune, if one get to hear once, one will never leave like that. Only an animal would do it. Vina pashum. निवृत्ततर्षैरुपगीयमानात् भवौषधश्रोत्रमणोभिरामात् क उत्तमश्लोकगुणानुवादात् पुरापुमान् विरज्येत विना पशुघ्नात्. Only a Pashugna does not listen to Krishna Katha, which is the solution for the misery of the mental existence. This is a very interesting thing, very hard thing. O Lord of auspicious fame, how can he who hears your glories by chance, without special effort, suddenly, and who thus knows your qualities, give them up? The person who gives up that glorification is an animal among humans. Also implied is he who does not give them up is a real human among animals. Basically, who he becomes touched by Lord's mercy and becoming follower, one person. Such a person is a special person. On the other hand, even though living in the midst of great devotees but
Hare
not
Krishna,
interested in
Prabhuji,
listening.
your voice is coming very low.
Hare Krishna, now maybe some internet issue. Hare Krishna, now you are able to hear me?
Prabhuji, it is it is
Yes,
audible,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Audible.
Yes, yes.
Yes, audible.
The yogis give up the nectar of glorifying the Lord. So who are the example of those who don't want to hear glories? Some yogis and jnanis and karmis. The karmis by nature have no interest in the Lord's topic. Yogis, jnanis give up and karmis anyway don't have interest. These persons are interested in dharmartha kama and are averse to the topics of Supreme Lord, who knows how to destroy samsara. Who is the killer of Madhu, the Madhu Mohan, the most heroic Lord without praises. So like that. The jnanis and yogis and karmis do not show interest in hearing Krishna Katha because they are only interested in dharmartha kama moksha. Of course, karmis are interested in dharmartha kama, jnanis and yogis are interested in moksha, saijya mukti. That's why they don't take so much time to hear about glories of Bhagavan. That is the point he's saying. Give these two persons liberation. In dono ko liberation de do. I don't want liberation. Like feeding oil cakes, chaff and rubbish to animals. But do not give it to humans like me. If you are so eager to give liberation, give the liberation to all these jnanis, karmis and yogis who are interested in liberation. The liberation, the Brahmananda is like feeding oil cakes, chaff and rubbish. Oil cakes means like groundnut and all. After extracting the oil, whatever remains, that is called oil cake. So something like that. There could be many more things like that. I don't know. Such kind of things. Because there is no rasa in that. That's why it is said like that. Yogis and karmis, yogis, jnanis and karmis who give up your topics are proof that liberation and material benefits are greater in taste than your topics. So, what is the proof that the taste for my topics is greater than liberation or material enjoyment? So, my dear Pruthu, you are telling that karmis want sarga, jnanis and yogis want apavarga. So, that's why please give apavarga to all of them, which is like oil cakes. That oil cake means without oil. Groundnut after extracting the oil.
Prabhuji, your voice is
whatever
not
remains
coming,
oil
Prabhuji.
cake. Yes, Prabhu?
Visual.
Hare,
It is
Hare
audible,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. It is audible.
It is clear. It is clear, Prabhuji.
Mother Lakshmi, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva and Narada Muni, etc., all worshipped by the whole universe, endowed with all wonderful qualities, accept your glories. They eager to hear your glories, with a desire to be able to taste completely your qualities. Form, taste, fragrance, sound, touch, pastime, charm, and mercy. This is the proof. The proof is karmis, jnanis, yogis are not interested in your glories. That is one proof, negative proof. The positive proof is the personalities like Mother Lakshmi, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, the sages like Bhrugu, etc., and also Devatas, other Devatas, they are interested in hearing your glories. This is the proof. It's like that. There are others also like Sukadeva Goswami who, after tasting the happiness of liberation, after a long time found pleasure in your glories. That is the proof. Even Sukadeva Goswami was supposed to be Brahmanandi before. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgranta api urukrame kurvanti ahetukim bhaktim ittam guta gunohari. Ittam bhuta gunohari. The Lord Hari's wonderful qualities are that better as Hari. So that is the understanding. So these are the two proofs. The yogis are like bulls conditioned to eat grass, who chewing the sugar cane shoots find the stalks too rough and savor grass instead. So if we give sugarcane sticks which are filled with juice, if you give that to cow or bull, so bull starts chewing it initially, but the shoots they will be pricking the skin, so it throws away. Even the sweet nectar it threw away. On the other hand, it interested in eating grass only. Grass does not prick the body. So like that. The karmi is like the camel, which gives up mango, birds, and savor thorns. So the bull is interested in oil cakes or grass. The camel is interested in The Tarni bush as bulls, two bulls. If you take the bulls who are in, of course, the camel which eats Tarni bush and the blood will come out. That tasting that blood, it thinks that is enjoying, without understanding that is own blood. So that is one example. Second example is bull. Bull is interested in eating grass or al cakes instead of eating sugarcane stick. So like that. So what kind of proof is that? आप कैसे कैसे proof दे रहे हैं? Then Pruthu says, because the happiness of all other items is included in bhakti. In the it is a compilation of all human goals and all qualities. Bhakti is the summum bonum of all human goals. With a desire for the Lord, who contains all happiness, guna sangraha, Lakshmi accepts your glories. If Mother Lakshmi, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, etc., the great devatas are accepting your lotus feet filled with glories and all, why not we? So, what better example we can think of? Because these are all great Mahajanas. Mahajano yena gatasya banta. We are supposed to follow in the footsteps of Mahajanas. So, we are happy. We don't want anything else. Therefore, I don't want liberation. So, don't push me to take liberation. I don't want. Like that, Pruthu is telling to Lord Vishnu. So, next verse. Let us see what it is. Next. Ata bhajeta kila, sorry. Ata bhajetva kila purushottamam.
अथा भजेत्वा किल पुरुषोत्तमम्
Gunalayam padmakareva lalasah.
गुणालयं पद्मकरेव लालसः
Apyavayorekapate. Apyavayorekapate sprudhokale.
अपि अवयोर्ये कपति स्प्रोत्कलेर्
Nasyad. Sorry. Nasyat kritatva charanaikatanayo.
न स्यात् कृतत्वचरणैकतानयो Now I wish to engage in the service of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and to serve just like the goddess of fortune who carries a lotus flower in her hand because his lordship, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. I am afraid that the goddess of fortune and I would quarrel because both of us would be attentively engaged in the same service.
Having great desire like Mother Lakshmi, with complete purity, I will worship the feet of you, the Supreme Lord, the abode of all good qualities. In the previous verse, he said, Mother Lakshmi, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, all the great sages, Devatas, they always want to be next to your lotus feet because your lotus feet is the embodiment of all the good qualities, especially Mother Lakshmi constantly massaging your lotus feet. He says that I also want to be next to your lotus feet. I want to serve you. In the Nectar of Devotion, when Navavida Bhakti was introduced, the examples for each process are mentioned. For Shravanam, Parikshit Maharaj, Kirtanam, Sukadev Goswami, Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj, Padasevanam, Mother Lakshmi, Archanam, Pruthu Maharaj, Sakyam, Arjuna, Dasyam, Anuman, Atmanivedanam, Bali Maharaj, and Ambarish Maharaj is all 9. So in that section, Archanam example is given Pruthu Maharaj. In the entire Bhagavatam, we don't see so much Archana done by Pruthu Maharaj. That is not mentioned. But here in this prayer, you can see. See, for us, at our place, Archana means serving the deity. Serving the deity in the sense like starting with waking up the deity, bathing the deity, dressing the deity, decorating the deity, applying garlands, jewelry, and all these things, offering bhoga to the deity, and then performing artika to deity. So here we are doing all these things to deity. If somebody goes to spiritual world, one will do all these things to the Lord himself. So one of those things is massaging the feet of the Lord. That is also like arti. Their person is their personal seva of the person. So Mother Lakshmi is doing, and I will also do. So Lord will ask, might ask, there will be competition? No problem. And one side Mother Lakshmi will do, other side I will do. Something like that. So this is Pruthu's desire to serve the Lord in person. That is called Archana. Archana means personal service of the deity. And Pruthu is expressing that Archana desire in this verse. That's why Pruthu is an example of Archana. Like that. Having great desire like Mother Lakshmi, with complete purity, I will worship the feet of you, the Supreme Lord, the abode of all wonderful qualities. Perhaps there will be a competition between both of us for one master. No, we will both be fully concentrating on service and serving your lotus feet. Oh Lord, you might say that no, Lakshmi is already doing. How can Lakshmi will allow you to do it? No problem. That is not your business. That is not your problem. That is our problem. We both will agree to each other that we say either you serve on one side, I serve one side. Otherwise, I'll serve one hour, you serve 1 hour. We will do some agreement that I will take care with Mother Lakshmi. So like that, he very enthusiastically Pruthu is telling this. Somebody was saying something in the middle.
No, Prabhuji. Actually, I asked you in the beginning that for Archanam Pruthu is the example why it is so, but you answered now for that.
Yeah.
You just still elaborate more, no, in that.
No, but this is the same. At our place, Archana means serving the deity. In the spiritual world, Archana means serving the Lord in person, like fanning the Lord, like Rukmini Devi does, Krishna, and providing betel nut, massaging when Lord is resting, massaging. Before that, giving a boga, prasadam. So like that. So just like in our home, how do we serve the elderly person? In Vaikunta, serving the Lord like that is called Archana. So in that way. I want only service to you, no benedictions. I worship you completely without material desires, with pure bhakti. I do not worship with a goal of liberation or material benefit, as the jnanis or karmis do, treating bhakti as a secondary issue. So basically, while I am here, I want to hear Krishna Katha from all the devotees. Then I want to come to spiritual world and want to serve you. I want to serve you just like Mother Lakshmi serves you. So like that. I worship not even like Narada, but like Mother Lakshmi. So Lord might say that, hey, why you want to become like Lakshmi? You become like serve me like Narada Muni. Narada Muni is traveling everywhere, singing my glories and preaching all over. Why don't you become like that? And Pruthu says, no. I am not a preacher. I want to become like Narada Muni. But I want to do Padmakara, just like Mother Lakshmi serving you in your personal chamber, providing you like whatever we do for deity, bathing you, dressing you, decorating you, applying garlands, ointments, and then feeding you, and then performing deity worship, and then when you sit and sleep, doing massage and fanning. Such kind of personal save I want to do. I worship not even like Narada, but like Mother Lakshmi, doing constant service of cleaning, decorating, massaging your feet, fanning, and offering betel. So all these things I want to do. So everything is there, just like serving a person personally, cleaning the room, decorating the room, for room, or cleaning means bathing, dressing the Lord, then massaging your feet, fanning, and offering betel nut. This is Archanam, which we do for deity here, which Pruthu want to do in person in the spiritual world. I have great desire, lalasa, one should not worry that King Pruthu has Madhura Bhava, because the next verse explain this is Dasya Bhava. So one may say that, "Arey, kya puch rahe ab? Mother Lakshmi is the consort and wife of Lord Lord Vishnu. You want to become a woman and want to serve the Lord like that? You want to get into Madhurya Rasa?" No, then Pruthu will clear that, no. I want to serve like Mother Lakshmi, but not in Madhurya Rasa, but only in Dasya Rasa. Just like a servant, whatever a servant could do, that much only I want to do. Other Madhurya Rasa dealings which Mother Lakshmi will have with Lord Vishnu, I will not get into that. That much I don't want. So, because Mother Lakshmi, even though she is a consort of Lord Vishnu, but she only does all personal duties in relation to Lord Vishnu. So those things I want to do, which are under the purview of Dasya Rasa. So like that, he will clarify it in the next verse. So he thinks of Lakshmi as a mother, the central pole of the entire universe. He compares himself to Lakshmi with the word Iva, like Mother Lakshmi, not exactly like Mother Lakshmi. Just prakar Mother Lakshmi does personal seva to Lord as a menial servant, that much only I want to do. Suggesting he can take a portion of such service, not complete service that Mother Lakshmi does. Some of the basic services that Mother Lakshmi does, I want to do. For Lakshmi is more famous for her service to Lord's feet, Padasevanam. That Padana Sevanam Seva and other things you list to be given, that Seva I want to do. Like that. And the foremost devotee expresses Veera Bhakti, desire for competition in relation to Mother Lakshmi. He wonders if he will quarrel with Mother Lakshmi while performing Bhakti, just as he quarreled with Indra while doing karma. He asks, will there be some competition between us for serving one master? So if my dear Lord, if you give me some opportunity to serve you like Mother Lakshmi might say that, oh Lord, what is this? This is my proprietary service. How can you give it to somebody else? You send Pruthu away. Pruthu should not come. This is Mera Seva. If at all Mother Lakshmi says like that, then by proper method there will be no conflict. We will both be constantly engaged in one object, serving his lotus feet. Either we both will decide that we both will serve, like one side I, one side Mother Lakshmi, or sometime Mother Lakshmi, sometime I, like that we agree. If we can agree on ourselves by our own talk, that is fine. Otherwise, you have to do something. My dear Lord, I heard that you are Bhakta Vasala, you are Dina Vasala. So if Mother Lakshmi says that, shoo him off, then you have to do something for me. Your name is Bhakta Vasala, Dina Vasala. I am a Dina. So you have to give me first preference. If at all Mother Lakshmi says that, yeah, you please send him back. He should not disturb my service. He should not take away my service. Then you should send Mother Lakshmi away and keep me in your service. That is Veera Bhakta. This is the mood which Pruthu Maharaj is expressing here. He is telling Lord that if Mother Lakshmi kind of opposes my service, then you should give me service and you should suspend Mother Lakshmi from her service. Like that. This verse describes Pruthu's Veera Bhakti, which is defined in Bhakti Sindhu. One verse is there in this. Bhakti Sindhu 3:2-53. The devotee who takes shelter of Lord Krishna and has incomparable attraction for Krishna, though he does not notice others, is called a Veera Prasiddha or Veera Anuga. That means Pruthu Maharaj indirectly telling that if Mother Lakshmi complains about me, you should send Mother Lakshmi away. I have right to serve you. So this is called Veera Bhakti. So
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, King Prithu is an incarnation of the Lord or Shaktavesha avatar. So how can you just explain how these feelings in a Shaktavesha avatar or an incarnation of Lord has this kinds of feeling?
what to speak of incarnation? Even Lord's counterpart, Mother Lakshmi, has the same feelings. Balramji has the same feelings. Every devotee has the same feeling. Even though all these great avatars who are like brothers of Lord Krishna, but they all have Dasya Bhava and want to serve the Lord. Chaitanya Charitamrita, in one of the chapters, it is said that Advaitacharya, who is like elder, father, grandfather figure, but he want to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like small boy. Nityananda Prabhu is also elder to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about 20 years, but he want to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone want to serve the Lord. Even though they may be in Sakya Rasa, but they always want to serve the Lord in Dasya Bhav. Even though Mother Lakshmi is in Madhuri Rasa, she want to serve the Lord in Dasya Bhav. The Dasya Bhav is a predominant mood in all rasas. Even the gopis, for that matter, Srimati Radharani and all other gopis, though they are in a Madhuri Rasa, but they want to serve the Lord in Dasya Bhav. For them, the Lord is Master. That's what we sing every day. Yata tatava vidadatu lampato matprana natasa eva napraha. If you want, you can be with me. If you want, you can go away. But we always remain your eternal servants. We always want to serve you. You are our Nata. We are your Dasa. Dasi.
So any incarnation which comes or as a Saktavesha avatar or any avatar, that is a small part of. So therefore, they worship the full Krishna or Vishnu. Is it like that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Because even Shakti Avesha avatar is also a Jiva Tattva, na? Even Lord's Avesha is there, but still they are Jiva Tattva only.
Okay, so Pruthu
If
Maharaj is a.
If Vishnu Tattva itself want to serve the Lord, then what to speak of Jiva Tattva?
Okay, yes, got cleared. Yeah.
So like that. Like Balram also we can see na, in every avatar he is serving the Lord. Especially we can see Ramayan Padega to we understand what kind of services Lakshman used to do. For 14 years he did not sleep for the protection of Rama and Sita. They were inside the hut because they're in the forest. Any animal can come anytime just to guard them. He would be awake the entire night. He did not sleep for 14 years. He was only there as a protector of Sitaram. He's not saying that, oh, we both are brothers, so I'm also like you and I need luxuries, this, that he never asked. So that is the way he served. So like that.
Yes.
That is full Vishnu Tattva, Lakshman. Not no Jiva. Now, this verse is about Mother Lakshmi. If at all Mother Lakshmi complains, saying that, oh Lord, why did you allow Pruthu inside our inner chambers? He is stealing away my service. What is this? If at all Mother Lakshmi says like that, you should tell Mother Lakshmi, if you want to serve along with Pruthu, you serve. If you don't want to serve along with Pruthu, you better leave Vaikuntha. So like that. Jagananyam Jagadisha Vaisasam
Jagadjananyam Jagadisha Vaishasham
Syadeva Yatkarmanina Samihitam
Syadyeva Yatkarmanina Samihitam
Karosi Falgvapi Urudina Vassala
Karosi Falgo api Murudina Vatsala
Tvayeva Dishne Biratasya Kimtaya.
Vaye Vadishnye Piradasya Kimtaya. My dear Lord of the universe, the goddess of fortune Lakshmi is the mother of the universe, and yet I think that she may be angry with me because of my intruding upon her service and acting on that very platform to which she is so much attached. Yet I am hopeful that even though there is some misunderstanding, you will take my part, for you are very much inclined to the poor and you always magnify even insignificant service unto you. Therefore, even though she becomes angry, I think that there is no harm for you because you are so self sufficient that you can do without her.
So here one thing we have to understand. Lord himself told that I am very much pleased with you. Please ask for a benediction. So if at all somebody want to ask benediction, one should ask like this. That I want to serve you like that. That's all. You only said that you are ready to give me benediction, you give. That's all. That much eager one should be. That is what Pruthu Maharaj establishes. Pruthu Maharaj establishes a wonderful example that
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, unable to hear.
No voice.
Prabhuji, no voice.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, no voice is coming.
Yes, Prabhuji. Voice is not coming.
Hare Krishna, you are able to hear me now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. So, oh Lord of the universe, the mother of the universe may become angry that I desire her service. Affectionate to the miserable, you make great those who are small. Karosi falgu api uru. Even though I am insignificant in comparison to Mother Lakshmi, but you are such a person, you make small to big. Therefore, what use do I have for her, since I have your power behind me? If Mother Lakshmi complains, I hope you will not withdraw me. Instead, you will give me service and you will suspend Mother Lakshmi from her service. Because you have the name Dina Vastala. What is the meaning of Dina Vastala? Karosi Falgu Api Uru. Dina Vastala means small chota ko bada karne wala. So like that. There may be some conflict with Mother Lakshmi, who is also my mother, since I reside within the universe. Why I have a desire for her service? Let her sit on your chest. I am the son. I will do all services to your feet. If she is so stubborn, then she cannot live without. She is so stubborn that she cannot live without service. Is she so stubborn that she cannot live without service? Is Pruthu telling that? When I come to Vaikunta, I will do your Padaseva. Let Mother Lakshmi reside in your chest. Srivastankita. Is she so stubborn that she want to do always the service only? Will she say like that? Then Lord says, but you are a novice. She is experienced. You are low and she is exalted. Why do you compete with her? Lord is asking. Then Pruthu says, true, I am novice, I am inexperienced, but just as you took my side in the quarrel with Indra, you should favor me in this case as well. You make an insignificant person very great because you are affectionate to your low creatures. So, though I may be novice, by your mercy I become more double experienced. Though I may be low, by your mercy I will become double exalted. Then Mother Lakshmi will be, she should step out. Are you not afraid of her anger? If she becomes angry, I do not fear her anger. Since I possess your power, why should I worry about her? My strength is your great mercy. If Mother Lakshmi becomes angry with me, why should I worry? You are there behind me. As long as you are behind me, I don't have to worry about anybody's anger, even that of Mother Lakshmi also. This is called Veera Bhakta. One who had surrendered to Supreme Lord does not afraid of anyone. That's why this is one of the important quality of complete surrender devotee. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi. 17th chapter, the qualities of a sadhu are mentioned. The first qualities are Abhayam, Sattva Samshuddhi. Abhayam means fearlessness. Sattva Samshuddhi means purity. Purity and fearlessness are the foremost qualities of a sadhu, a surrendered devotee. So Pruthu, we can see that example. He is eager to serve the Lord in that if Mother Lakshmi kind of puts some questions, some complaints and all, he is expecting that, my dear Lord, you are Deenavasthala, you should take my side. If Mother Lakshmi is so stubborn, you should tell her to sit only in the heart, no feet seva, only heart seva. If she is still stubborn, if she does not want me to be in Vaikuntha and serve you a lotus feet, then you send her away. Something like that. That is called Veera Bhakti. So this mood we can understand that Pruthu is an example of Archana. So itna 3 श्लोक में पढ़ा था. So in 3 श्लोक में we can understand what kind of Archana mood is there Pruthu Maharaj. So like that. Personal service of the Lord. Then he further continues. Bhajanta tattva matayeva sadavo.
भजन्ति यत तत्त्वा मतैव साधवो
Vyudastamaya guna vibramodayam.
युधस्तमाया गुणविभ्रमोदयम्
भवत्पदानो स्मरणादृते सताम्.
भवत्प्रणादो स्मरणात्र सताम्
निमित्तमन्यद् भगवन्न विद्महे.
निमित्तम् अन्यद् भगवन्न
అయిపోయింది
विद्महे.
ఇచ్చేసాడు నవీన్.
Great saintly persons who are
Hey.
always
చూలా ఆప్యాలా
हाँ प्रभु जी प्लीज म्यूट.
great saintly persons who are always liberated take to your devotional service, because only by devotional service can one be relieved from the illusions of the material existence. Oh my Lord, there is no reason for the liberated souls to take shelter at your lotus feet, except that such souls are constantly thinking of your feet.
Now Tumara is saying now the devotee worships you. The devotees worship you, who destroys the abundant illusion Vyudastha Vibrama arising from the 3 modes of material nature. For the devotees, I do not know any result from worshipping you except remembrance of your lotus feet. The devotees who know only 2 things. They need to worship you. By worshipping you, they will get 2 things only. One is freedom from Maya, remembrance of your lotus feet. Whoever may be devotee, wherever they may be, their purpose of practicing bhakti is only for these 2 things. Freedom from the influence of Maya and constant remembrance of your lotus feet. For these 2 results only they are worshipping. There is nothing else. Of course, even the first one is by default it happens. Devotees specifically worship you so that they will be able to remember your lotus feet at every moment. Tasmas sarveshu kaleshu mam manusmarayudhyacha. Devotees practice bhakti so that at every moment sarveshu kaleshu mam manusmara will be able to remember the Supreme Lord. That is the only goal of the devotees. Krishna consciousness means always conscious of Krishna, always remember Krishna. It's like that. Krishna consciousness means Krishna smarana, continuous Krishna smarana. That's all. Not only me, but all of your devotees request this benediction of service, because you are affectionate to the low and fallen. They worship you who destroy the illusion of Maya's gunas, from which desire for benedictions arise. Only those who are bewildered by Maya, they ask for material benedictions. But those who become your devotees, those who are only interested in hearing Krishna Katha, they will never desire such kind of material benedictions. Instead, they only want one desire, that is, let us have the constant remembrance of the Lord. That's why whenever Prabhupada would write letter, he would say that you are ever well wisher. Whenever Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, whoever comes to him, they would say Hare Krishna. In response or in correspondence, you would always say, Sri Krishna Matirastu. Let your mind always remember Krishna. That was the blessing would be given by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur always. It's like that. The nature of worshipping you is that the desire for benedictions disappear. Those who become devotees, they don't think of material benedictions like that. Then what is the result of worship? If desire for material benediction disappear, then what is the result of worshipping me? The result is remembering your lotus feet. Since the supreme happiness derived from your feet derives all other happiness. The Brahmananda, Swargananda, Bhumyananda, they are all insignificant compared to the happiness that one gets by remembering your lotus feet. This is the desire of not only me, but the desire of all your devotees. Pruthu says, this is the desire of all your devotees. Like that he says. All of you are following Hare Krishna? Bhaktagan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, thank you. Manye giram te jagatam vimohinim
Manye giram te jagatam vimohinim
varam vrinishveti bhajantamatayat
varam vrinishveti bhajantam atayat
vachanutantya yadite janosita
vachanutantya yedite janostita
katam punak karma karoti mohitaha.
katam punah karma karoti mohitah. My dear Lord, what you have said to your unalloyed devotees is certainly very much bewildering. The allurements you offer in the Vedas are certainly not suitable for pure devotees. People in general, bound by the sweet words of the Vedas, engage themselves again and again in fruitive activities, enamored by the results of their actions.
I think that your words, please choose a benediction, as bewildering to the world. Because when you say, please choose a benediction, people in general think that I want this, I want that. But actually, by that words, you are actually testing us. That is your pariksha. Unless a person is not bound by your words, how can he continue to do such actions repeatedly under illusion? What is the meaning of this? So Lord says, then why do I ask? Pruthu is saying that, then why do I ask my devotee? Lord is saying that, why do I ask my devotee to request benedictions? If an immature devotee asks for some material benediction out of strong greed, he will be destroyed since he is cheated of bhakti rasa. So Pruthu is telling that, my dear Lord, if a devotee on his own comes in front of you and asks for benediction, there is a great possibility that he will be robbed of. He'll gone far away. But on the other hand, typical words of the Vedas bewilder the world by promising elevation to Pitraloka by performing prescribed duties or elevation to Swargaloka by horse sacrifice. Unless a person is bound by your words, how can he continue to do such acts? Being bewildered by the results again and again. So through Vedas, you always say that you do this, I'll give you this benediction. You do this, I'll do this benediction. Because you always say that through the Vedas or sometimes you personally also to keep people bound in this material world. Fulfilling material desires, people become attracted to more and more material enjoyment. So this is a pariksha. You say to test the devotee, whether really the devotee wants something material or not. Whether they come on their own to ask you benedictions or whether you yourself offer benedictions, in either case, if somebody desires anything material, they are bound. That is your test. So then how to become freed from the test? How to pass the test? Vanmayayada janaisha kandito
Vanmayayata janayesha kandito
यदन्यदासास्तरुतात्मनो बुधः
यदन्यत् आसास्त कृतत्मनो बोधा
यताचरेद्बालहितं पिता स्वयं
यथाचरेत् बालहितं पिता स्वयं
तथा त्वमेवार्हसि न समीहितम्
तथा त्वमेवार्हसि न संहितम्. My Lord, due to your illusory energy, all living beings in this material world have forgotten their real constitutional position. And out of ignorance, they are always desirous of material happiness in the form of society, friendship, and love. Therefore, please do not ask me to take some material benefits from you, but as a father, not waiting for the son's demand, does everything for the benefit of the son. Please bestow upon me whatever you think best for me.
So finally, Pruthu says, even if you remember, Dromar also said that. So, my dear Lord, I don't know what is good for me. Even though while coming to practice Bhakti, I was having a big ambition. But after practicing Bhakti, I don't have any ambition. I do whatever it is. I am like a calf. You are like mother cow. Just like mother cow takes care of calf and provides whatever is good for the calf, same way you please give me whatever is good for me. Like that Dhruva said. Same way here Pruthu is saying something. O Lord, since foolish people injured by your Maya desire things other than worshipping you, you should choose what is for our benefit, just as a father acts for the benefit of son. Instead of you saying that what blessing you want, you yourself should decide that what is good for us. Like a kind father, even though the child may be obedient, not obedient, here, no, knowledgeable or unknowledgeable, but what is good for the child, you should give that. Instead of asking us, what do you want? You directly should give us whatever is good for us. That is more appropriate because we don't know what is good for us. We are ignorant. Therefore, do not test your devotee with greed by offering him benedictions. Since all people desire something other than the proper thing only, because we don't know what is proper many times. That is your worship. Therefore, you should do what you think is good for us. Instead of asking us what do you want, you should simply give us what is good for us. Just as the father knows what is beneficial or harmful for his son, when he should study, when he should play, do what is best according to your opinion. After considering it, giving benedictions is beneficial or harmful for me. So, my dear Lord, if you think that giving benedictions is good for me, give me. If you think that not giving benedictions is good for me, don't give me anything. But you know better about me than me. So you give me what is good for me. You do not have to ask for my approval again. This shows Pruthu's trust in the Lord. Pruthu gave full rights to Supreme Lord only. You decide what is good for me, that only you give me. You don't have to ask me what I want. I don't know what is good for me, what is not good for me. I cannot decide. So like that Pruthu is saying. The complete surrender to Supreme Lord. This is how Pruthu offered wonderful prayers, expressing his desire to serve Lord Vishnu in person like Mother Lakshmi. While he is here, he wants to hear Krishna Katha from hundreds of devotees. When he goes to spiritual, he wants to serve the Lord in person. So personal service is called Archana. So like that. Maitreya Uvacha
Maitreya Uvacha
Iti Adirajen Nuta Savishvadruk
Iti Adirajena Nutasva Vishwadrug
Tamaharajan Mai Bhakti Rastute
Maharajanmai Bhaktir Astute
Drushte Drushidhir Kritayaya
Drishte Drushidir Maite Kritayaya
Mayam Madiyam Tarati Sma Duschajam.
Mayam Madiyam Tratisma Dushtajam. The great sage Maitreya continued by saying that the Lord, the seer of the universe, after hearing Pruthu Maharaj's prayer, addressed the king, My dear king, may you always be blessed by engaging in my devotional service. Only by such purity of purpose, as you yourself very intelligently express, can one cross over the insurmountable, illusory energy of Maya.
So here, Maitreya Muni is continuing the discussion. What happened afterwards? After being praised by Pruthu in this way, the Lord, seer of the whole universe, said, the Lord replied, O king, may you have bhakti to me. By good fortune, you have placed me in fine intelligence, by which one can cross my insurmountable Maya. So, somehow by good fortune, you have placed me in your intelligence. That is enough for one to cross the Maya. And may you always have bhakti. The Lord speak. What is most beneficial for the jivas? One should not put faith in jnana, yoga, or other such process produced by knowers of the Veda, even though they are learned, since they are ignorant concerning the Supreme Lord. Here the Lord concludes that bhakti and nothing else is the most beneficial thing. So Pruthu Maharaj is blessed with bhakti. Then what else Lord will say? Tattvam kuru maya adishtam
Tattvam kuru mayadishtam
apramatta prajapate
apramatta prajapate
madadesha karo loka
madadesha karo loka
sarvatrapnoti shobhanam.
sarvatrapnoti shobhanam.
O protector of the population, O Lord is speaking, O protector of the population, with great attention, do as I have instructed. That means in the beginning of this chapter, Lord told how to rule the kingdom, what was the purpose, how to take care of the citizens, that you should do. Persons who follow my instructions attain the highest benefit under all conditions. Madadesha karo loka sarvapnoti shobhanam. So those who follow my instructions, they will attain highest thing. Lord Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, yes shastra vidhi musruja vartate kamakarata nathasiddhim avapnoti na sukam na paramgatim. That is for those who don't follow shastra, what will happen? Tasmat, not tasmat. What was the next verse? Jnatva shastra vidanoktam karma kartum iharasi. Tasma shastra pramanante karya vyavasitau. Therefore, shastra should be accepted as pramana, which talks about what is to be done, what is not to be done. Then, whoever takes birth in this world should follow that, as it is mentioned in the shastra. So when we follow shastra, the instructions of Supreme Lord, we attain success. So like that. Then these are the blessings of the Lord. Then after blessing us, the Lord will go back. Maitreya uvacha
Maitreya uvacha
iti vainyasya rajarshe
iti vainyasya rajarshe
prati nandyartavadvacha
prati nandyarthavatvacha
pujito nugruhitvainam
jito anugrahit vainam
khantum chakrechuto matim.
antum chakre chuto matim.
Maitreya said, accepting the meaningful words of Pruthu, the sage among the kings, Rajarshi, accepting the meaning words of Pruthu, the sage among the kings, and being worshipped by him, after showering favor to Pruthu, the Lord dedicated to live. That means the Supreme Lord heard the prayers of Pruthu, accepted his worship, and blessed him, then departed. So like that. After the Lord departs, all the other devatas who also accompanied the Lord. First Brahma came, along with Brahma all the devatas came. Then Lord Vishnu came, along with Lord Vishnu all the great sages came. Now all the devatas and great sages also slowly will depart. Everyone was there only while all these things are happening. And Indra also came in between. Devarshi Pitru Gandharva
Devarishi
Devarshi Pitru Gandharva
Siddha Charana Pannaga
Siddhacharya
Siddhacharana Pannaga
Kinnarapsaraso Martya
Kinnarasapsaro Matya
Kaga Bhutaya
Khaga Bhutanya Anekashaha
Yagneshwara Diyarajna
यज्ञेश्वरदिया आराज्ञा
वाग्वित्ताञ्जलि भक्तिता
वाग्वित्ताञ्जलि भक्तितः
सभाजिता ययो सर्वे
सभाजिता ययुः सर्वे
वैकुण्ठानुगतास्तथा.
वैकुण्ठानुगतास्ततः.
With devotion, Prithu worshipped the Devatas, Pitrus, Gandharvas, Siddhas, Charanas, Nagas, Kinnaras, Apsarasas, human beings, birds, and many other living entities by folding his hands, by his words, and by wealth. For some offered prayers, for some offered namaskar, for some offered gifts, thinking of them as representative of Supreme Lord of sacrifice. Obedient to the Lord, Vaikuntha Anugata, they all left that place. So one after the other, all the people departed. The Devatas headed by Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Pitrus, Gandharva, Siddha, Charana, Vidyadharas, Naga, Kinnara, Apsara, and all the other kings, subordinate kings, and all the other people who are helping in the yajna, everyone. So even birds, animals also who are there, they all departed to their respective places. In that way. Bhagavanapi Rajarshe
Bhagavan pi Rajarshe
Sopadhyayasya Achyuta
Sobhadyayasya Sachyuta
Haranyiva Manomushya
Aranyeva Manomushya
Swadama Pratyapadyata.
Svadama Pratyapadyata.
The Lord who had captured the minds of Pruthu and the teachers also left for his abode. So Lord also returned to his abode. Because Lord was there, everyone was awestruck. Everyone was looking at the beauty of the Supreme Lord and relishing and tasting the nectarian beauty of the Supreme Lord. Now, everyone was slowly going to their respective abodes. Adrishtaya namaskritya
Adrishtaya Namaskritya
nrupa samdarshitatmane
Nripa Sandarshitatmane
avyaktaya cha devanam
Avyaktaya cha Devanam
devaya swapuram yayo.
Devaya Swapuram Yayo.
Offering respects to the Lord of the Devatas, who is not visible to material eyes and who was invisible to others, but still visible to Pruthu. The king returned to his house. As Lord was going back to spiritual world, for some distance Lord was visible. Afterwards, Lord became invisible to all the people. But Pruthu was able to see the Lord even as Lord was going further. Finally, when the Lord is completely disappeared, all the Devatas completely disappeared, then Pruthu went back to his home from the Yajnasaling. The Lord was invisible to others but visible to Pruthu. That means as Lord was going into the sky, थोड़ी देर के बाद no one was able to see the Lord, but Pruthu was able to see. Even Pruthu was able to see for a long time because he himself is one of the expression of Supreme Lord. So that way he could see the Lord for a long time. So this is how the yajna is complete and everyone went to their respective places. Pruthu came back to his home. Maharaj Pruthu remained looking at the Lord until he had gone to Vaikuntha. All the way Lord gone to Vaikuntha, till then he is seeing. Like this chapter complete. The 100th sacrifice of Pruthu is also complete. Even though technically the yajna is not complete according to the way of it is being performed, but Lord Vishnu came, Lord Brahma came, Lord Shiva came, every Devata came and everyone is happy. So yajna is also complete. So like that we have to understand. So this is about Pruthu's yajna, and the next chapters will talk about Pruthu's further. Because till now for the well-being of the people, Pruthu milked the cow and Pruthu performed yajna. All these things he did. From the next chapter onwards, Pruthu will establish an ideal example and he will teach people how to practice bhakti. And Pruthu also will meet. So Pruthu asked a benediction that I want to hear Krishna Katha from millions of devotees. So while being as a king, he might be hearing. But finally, the 4 Kumaras come to speak Krishna Katha to Pruthu Maharaj. He will hear the final Samambonam Krishna Katha from Pruthu 4 Kumaras. After that, he will make his son as the next king. He'll go to forest to perform Vanaprastha duties. In that Vanaprastha duties, so for any tapasya, there is a gradation. Somebody can do small tapasya, somebody can do medium, somebody can do top, hard tapasya. So Pruthu did the topmost hard tapasya. And he also took the help of Shat Chakra Yoga and then went to Vaikuntha. He was so eager to go to Vaikuntha as early as possible. He performed tapasya at most hardship. And he took the shelter of Shat Chakra Yoga, raising prana from Muladhara Chakra to Brahmarandra, piercing to Brahmarandra, he went back to Vaikuntha. That shows his eagerness to serve the Lord, to be in the company of the Lord. So next two chapters, they are little lengthy, big, and filled with a lot of instructions. Next chapter, Pruthu instruct the citizens how to practice bhakti in their day-to-day activities. And after that, four Kumaras teach Jnana and Bhakti to Pruthu. That Jnana is also too technical, very tough chapter. And the following chapter, Pruthu will go back to Godhead. So we will discuss these chapters as soon as time progresses. So next month, we have a lot of festivals. Balram Jayanti, Janmashtami, Radhashtami, and so many festivals are there. So along with the festivals, we also have our Bhagavatam classes. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you give some more examples of Veera Bhakta like Prithu Maharaj?
Like Veera Bhakta. So in one sense, we can say Arjuna also Veera Bhakta. Arjuna boldly requested, my dear Krishna, you become my charioteer. But no one can say Lord to become a charioteer. But Arjuna said, because it is out of bhakti only, not because of superiority complex. So Arjuna also an example of Veera Bhakta. Bhishma is also an example of Veera Bhakta. Bhishma said once Krishna. So I think on the 9th day or something like that, one day. I think 9th day. So at the 8th day, I think Duryodhana did something he spoke very something harshly. Then Bhishma said, take these 5 arrows. Tomorrow with these 5 arrows, I will kill 5 Pandavas, then I'll kill myself. I'll end my life. Something like that. He did not say outwardly, externally this one, but first part he said. But for Duryodhana, for Bhishma to live is to look at the Pandavas only. For his life, he is lying in Pandavas. The moment he kills Pandavas, he is killing himself only. He thought like that. See, I don't want to listen to you all this nonsense. I will kill Pandavas tomorrow and I'll kill myself and I will end my life. Something like that. Take these 5 arrows. These are the 5 arrows with which I'll kill. Duryodhana said, give me 5 arrows. Duryodhana kept. So Lord Krishna went to Arjuna and told Arjuna, hey Arjuna, get up. वहाँ पे बड़ा plan चल रहा है. So Arjuna says, what is that? My dear Lord, you are there. I don't have to worry. No, you have to worry. Get up. So you go to Bhishma and go to Duryodhana. You long back, you saved him during that Gosha Parva. When Kauravas came to insult you in the forest and the Ganga bank, the Gandharvas captured Duryodhana. You went and released Duryodhana. That time Duryodhana was willing to give you anything. You did not ask. Now you go and ask. That those 5 arrows they are with Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana said, give me 5 arrows, I'll keep with me. But otherwise you will change your word. I'll give you the 5 arrows tomorrow and remind you that word like that. He told Bhishma. The arrows are with Duryodhana. So Krishna sent Arjuna. Arjuna directly went to Duryodhana and he said, Duryodhan ji, long back you said you will give me, you can give me one benediction. So right now I want to take that. Because I saved you, you want to do some favor. So give me those 5 arrows. Because of Krishna's Maya, Krishna's bewilderment, Duryodhana, without thinking anything, gave the arrows to him. The reason is, Duryodhana thought that, okay, what is this? ये 5 नहीं तो दूसरा 5 से ये 5 में क्या बड़ा है बात है? Like that, Duryodhana thought. So Arjuna took the 5 arrows. He came back. The next day morning, Bhishma asked, hey Duryodhana, give me those 5 arrows. So Duryodhana told what happened in the night. Arjuna came. Then Bhishma understood. Arjuna will never know all these things. Only Krishna knows. So Krishna sent, okay, let me see how Krishna will save Arjuna. So you want to save Pandavas and Arjuna? Today I will fight. Either Krishna had to see the death of Arjuna or he has to give up his promise that he will not raise his weapon. So that day Bhishma fought valiantly. Arjuna was wounded very badly. If there just few more arrows, he will die. At that time, Lord Krishna jumped out of from the chariot and took a chariot wheel which was lying aside, and with that wheel he went towards, running towards Bhishma. You Bhishma, how dare you to kill my Arjuna? I will kill you. To hell with my promise that I will not lift my weapon. I'll fight you with you. So Bhishma was very laughing and he kept his bow aside. Oh, you want to kill me? Do you have that much courage to kill me? Kill ke maar ke dikhao. मैं देखता हूँ. Like that Bhishma was telling. So he was also like challenging. Krishna is telling that I will kill you. Bhishma said that kill मुझे मार के दिखाओ. So he was also even for him that is the best thing. I let me be killed by Krishna. I mean, why unnecessarily serving Duryodhana, hearing his all bad words, all these things. So then in between Arjuna came down and stopped Krishna. My dear Lord, please don't break your promise. I will fight. I will fight. So like that. That is also Veera Bhakta. Bhishma is also another example of Veera Bhakta. So like this, we can take some examples. There may be many more, but I just remember them. Arjuna and Bhishma. Okay, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Excellent. Very
Any
nice.
other question?
No, Prabhuji.
Other devotees. Okay. So we'll stop here. Today small class only. थोड़ा late चालू किया जल्दी complete कर रहे हैं. But anyway, this chapter is over. We'll continue next chapter next week starting on time. Today I'm in Hyderabad. That's why I was a little delayed. Okay. Hare Krishna, Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam.